So now that we are comfortable getting to Help Scout, you know what the mailboxes all mean. There are a few other new wrinkles that you need to be aware of with Help Scout. So the first is what we call the CSA integration. So first, you're on this side panel. You get some current information, a little history of what's going on. You can see the whole history. With that, you can open up these conversations. That makes it kind of helpful. You don't need to go back to tracking notes, but if you do to go back to tracking notes, you can. So here's the NCSA integration. You're going to get their client ID, their sport, their rating, grad year, membership, where they're from, and a little history on what's going on with them, NCSA, their logins, their classes, etc. But if you do need to get those tracking notes, you can click on that, and that's going to take you to the admin page where you can see the normal admin page. You need to test the athlete, and we'll go through that later on. You use that button there, and then you can also go right to the athlete's profile in case you want to take a look at their video or something before they responded, and that's going to open up their athlete page. So it's really cool. You'll get this extra information here for any email that the FA is sending or text message, as long as the email address and that phone number is to the account, you're going to get this extra information. So that's something new and pretty cool with Help Scout, just to make that, again, the integration as easy as possible. Another thing are what we call custom fields. So custom fields are ways for us to kind of get a sense of really what topics are we getting and how does the family feel, generally speaking, about that topic. And then we can look at these as a whole and start to learn a little bit about our families. Just to go so you're comfortable, administrative and profile updates. These are going to include things like scheduling a coaching session, how family gets video on their profile, helping them get a transcript up, anything that is just kind of basic transactional. Here's some help with using the on NCSA with the profile, or again, administrative with setting up a coaching session, an eval session, things like that. Recruiting, sport related, they're going to be a little bit more specific to recruiting. So, emails from coaches, talking visits, camps and combines, sport-specific things. You know, hey, coach, can you send me some drills? Things along those lines. That's how you're going to classify those. Product service questions. These are going to be things like match percentage, coach activity report, follows, views, opens, match center things, path to college, NCSA University, anything along those lines with really, hey, I'm not sure how this works, or I've got questions about something that's very NCSA specific, and use that. And then automatic close, that is for any time that you run the auto close. What it's going to do is give you, it's going to give you the auto close as the topic. Is neutral sentiment, and we'll send it to your close folder. So you'll never have to manually put in auto close. That just happens when you run the auto close workflow. Over satisfied, neutral, use your best judgment here. If it's pretty transactional, probably something that's just sort of neutral. Family seems really excited. They're really happy with how things are going. They're going to be satisfied. If it's a family that seems upset, not too happy with things, then it's probably going to be along the lines of frustrated. So anytime that you try to send out an email, these are going to be required. You're not going to be able to send a response without having those completed. So know that those are going to be pretty important for you. And they've got this integration here as well. A couple other things that you're going to notice with Help Scout that are new are these tags. So tags are going to automatically happen through Help Scout calls workflows. So certain triggers are going to happen that put these tags on here. You never have to add your own. If you're in an email and you see, you know, hey, there's really nothing there about coach activity, you can take that off, but you'll have to add your own. So That's one more thing for you to be aware of, but those are some new features, some things to be aware of. It helps Scout to make your life a little easier and also to help us with reporting.